Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are all well. On the way up to do a Regigigas EX raid. Got two in today, so I got one at Obelisk and then one in an hour at Pitshanger Manor, and we'll try not to get run over here. Two EX raids, that's basically all that's scheduled. I want to take you through some of the counters you can use against Virzion. So, Virzion raid guide today. Let's go and see if we can get something better than the 96% we've got last week. I see people, I think. This could be worse. And I'm being super selfish and playing for other people. 2484 I think is the hundo for non-boosted Regigigas. So, want to see if we can get something even better than the 96% we got last week. There we go. Regigigas down. 2484. 2411. Oh my god, that's awful. And we got no rare candy. Just why? I don't understand why you can't get rare candy like permanently from level 5s. It's an EX raid for crying out loud. Oh dear. Easy enough to hit the excellent on. However, it just jumps out. Can't first ball it, unfortunately. Hit an excellent again. Can you go down? No, right. I'm going to try throwing a different direction. When it attacks. Oh my god. There we go. And throw. I got 2411. Which is well, there we go, we got it. Alternate the spin, get it. 2411. How awful is this? It's not quite the 67, unfortunately. Oh well, we tried. My buddy Litwig is there. We've happened upon Sierra, who's right here at the EX raid location. So we're gonna try and see if we can get a shiny Shadow Sneasel. Having actually powered up my Lucario, it now does some serious damage.
I still haven't got one.
It's good. It's worth having. Burn the shields. I won't be able to get an Aura Sphere off, unfortunately. But that doesn't really matter. As long as I can... It's got Hypno though, which is not ideal, considering... I think this is potentially double weeks of it? Or... God. Lucario. Maybe. I don't know, yeah, not very effective. Doesn't matter. I got Raikou next, which obviously not ideal. Probably would have been better off going with my Ghost team. But Wild Charge is still going to do some serious damage. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag across the screen. There we go, only missed one. I was just doing some AR Plus photos for the Virzion raid guide, and ooh, it's attacking. I got Smeargled. 40 CP Smeargle, which was great. So worth all the effort in the AR Plus. I'm going to get another Thunder off, and I'm going to have to rest my arm because this rig is enormous. There we go. Okay, final mon. Let's see what the final mon is. It is a Houndoom. Okay, we've got Kyogre, so we're sorted realistically. Surf off. I'm glad they added Surf onto Kyogre, because now it means that like you don't have to worry about the shield hitting you super quick. There we go. We'll do the shadow check and
what was the team?
Sneasel, Hypno, Houndoom. Did we get anything? No. Oh, no Unova Stone, sadly. Can we check the shiny? No. While we wait for the next EX gym to spawn its egg or spawn its boss, I'm going to take you through the raid counters, which I tried to do earlier, but obviously it's too loud. Now we're on a quieter road. So, Virzion is a dual type of grass and fighting, which means it's got plenty of counters, but it is double weak to flying. Hence, yesterday you saw me going with Moltres, Sky Attack, Rayquaza, all of that stuff. So, Virzion's weak to Fairy, Fire, 2 times weak to Flying, Ice, Poison and Psychic. So your best counters are going to be Moltres with the Sky Attack move. I'm trying to think whether I should move across. So Moltres with Sky Attack, best move set. It is a legacy one though, so if you don't have it, it's going to be a bit annoying. You can use Moltres with Overheat, but it's just not as good DPS. Honchkrow, Peck, Sky Attack. Murkrow is very common. It's shiny possible, so that's good to go for. Rayquaza, Air Slash and Aerial Ace. And then amazingly, Unpheasant. Unpheasant. It's a Gen 5, Pidove is extremely common, so Air Slash Sky Attack on that. It's a good move set. That's why it's in the tier list. And Pidove's a tier 1 raid boss if you want to try and get a good one. Not sure why you do that. Obviously Confusion Psystrike Mewtwo is now in that list as well because it's just such a good attacker. So if you've got some Mewtwo stacked up, you can use them. And then double flying type move Togekiss is pretty decent. Obviously Virzion's double weak flying, so that's why it's recommending the flying type moveset on Togekiss rather than its fairy type moveset. But you can always use Chandelure, you can use Entei, you can use Gardevoir's in there, so you've got plenty of counters to choose from. Obviously some of the movesets of Virzion are going to be a bit annoying to combat. The only movesets that are going to prove a bit tricky is Stone Edge against your Moltres and even your other flying types, because it'll be super effective. It's pretty common to have partly cloudy boosted, so that move will be boosted. And also same with close combat. Now Honchkrow is going to take extra damage from that because it's a dark type as well, and that will be boosted because it's cloudy a lot of the time as well. So there is your Virzion raid guide. There are some pretty cheap counters you can get that are going to be good. Honchkrow and Unpheasant I would highly recommend if you don't have a good flying type team. Just while we wait for the next 11 minutes for this egg to hatch, there's plenty of counters you can go for. It's not actually that difficult to get a remotely good flying type team together, and you also got to remember that Virzion is going to come back round once again at some point in the future with its shiny out. So yes, you may not be able to get Rayquaza, yes you may not be able to get Moltres to Sky Attack at the moment, you may not even have Mewtwo. What I can suggest you do is look for Murkrows with decent IV, because Honchkrow only requires 100 candy and a Sinnoh Stone. Sinnoh Stone you can get from battling and your research breakthroughs. And Pidove is hilariously common. It is a tier 1 raid boss if you really want to use your passes on that, which I don't personally recommend you do. So you can get a team of Unpheasant with Sky Attack. Sky Attack's a very, very good flying type move, so you can do that. But there are also some sort of less useful flying type counters that you could use. So Dragonite, for example, gets Hurricane. Hurricane's a pretty good flying type charge move, but it doesn't get a flying type fast move. However, it is a tier 4 raid boss, so you know, you could get that fairly easily. I would not do Staraptor as a level 4. I would not recommend doing Pidgeot as a level 3 at all. So even if you don't have a flying type team at the moment, you can quickly get some remotely good counters. Keep your Murkrows for trades if you're lower level and don't have flying type mons. Trying to think what else. Litwig in level 1s, go for that because Chandelure's going to have pretty good coverage as both the fire and ghost type mon. And there are loads of psychic type bosses that you could use, like Espeon, Alakazam. So in terms of counters for this boss, you are pretty well covered depending on your level. Like, you're catered for if you've got, like me, ultimate flying type Pokemon, which I've started planning my team about 3 months ago, making sure I had the good coverage. And I'm still powering up Honchkrow to make sure I have a second flying type team. Now we've got 6.5 minutes to wait. Alright. 2478. Is that 98% maybe? I don't know. I might actually have a decent one. Okay. And wow, 18 hyper potions and nothing else. Ooh. That's 2 level 5 raids and no rare candy. That's bullshit. Calling it here. 2478. So this is either 96 or 98. We'll have to see. This may be a 96 13 attack. Give me a moment. Managed to catch it first ball. Actually hitting an excellent. Stats, it's a 98. 98% Regigigas. 15 attack? 15, 14, 15. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, game. Good stuff. Not that it's particularly useful at all. I'd have to have a lot of pressure to max this. Leave a comment if you think I should put my rare candy into it, and then I won't be doing it anyway. Cool. Right, so camera battery's about to die, so I'll have to wrap up in a bit. So the rain's starting to come back down, which we know spells bad luck for those of you who are raiding. I know some of you were going on to do the Red Lion Virzion, so how did you do? Hopefully you got better luck than I did on Raid Hour. Yeah, and hope you all got a good Regigigas. I know one of you did, so that was cool. I got a 98, obviously, which you saw, so yeah, I'm kind of done now with Regigigas. 98, 96, I'm happy. So I'm going to round it off here. Virzion, not the best raid boss, so you can use your passes on other things. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you are new and with notifications on, and also throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it. I think the next EX raids are on Boxing Day actually, so I won't be here unfortunately. Anyway, take care everybody.